Welcome to another episode of AgapeDads. Today we have the great pleasure of hearing the experience of Hipolito Duran, father of one. How's it going?
What's up? How you doing?
Good, good. Hipolito, if you could just start off by telling us what your childhood was like growing up.
Uh, I was born in Dominican Republic. I came here when I was two with my parents and was raised in the Bronx. Um, my parents were always like part going to church. I grew up in a Catholic church, so I was always going to church with them. They were very hardworking people, and I always looked up to them when it come to that. They always taught me to you know work hard and then earn whatever it is that you want. So and I've taken that in whatever aspect of life that I needed, whether it was school, my career, and definitely now as being a father too.
So, what are some of those things from your childhood that you do as a father now?
Like I work hard, so and I try to earn whatever it is, so I could be able to provide for my daughter. And even if I'm just like staying home, whenever I have her, we're home. I'm always showing her, to always do something, whether it's I'll cook for her or I'm cleaning or I'm, you know, I'll always have her help me so she could know
Mm,
that things just doesn't come that easy. You just don't get it. You have to do some work in order to, if you want a clean house, you got to work for that. If you want to eat, you got to cook for that. So those little things that I've learned as a child that I'm trying to provide for her now.
Take us on a journey of what it was like becoming a dad.
I was very nerve wracking. I was super nervous when I found out, but and happy at the same time. But the nervous part was not knowing what to do.
Hmm.
But thank God I had some good example from my parents, and they were always there for me and like to guide me and how to be a father too. So that definitely helped. But it was super nerve wracking, and then just whatever problem came up when it came to my daughter, whether she was sick, we had to take her to the emergency room, whatever it is, even school. Like I just rolled with the punches and dealt with the problem right then and there. I try not to overthink it too much because then I'm gonna go on overdrive and then I'm gonna end up doing something wrong. So I
Yeah.
try to just roll with the punches.
And now you and the mother are co-parenting. What is life like?
I've had some, like, from my coworkers and like other friends, I've seen like bad experiences when it comes to that.
Hmm.
But I thank God that I was able to see those experiences before I was part of that too.
Mm,
And one of the things I like give when I talk to my coworkers, when I give them advice, I always tell them, listen, it's always just put your pride down, be humble, and everything's gonna be smooth sailing because it's
mm,
not about you anymore. It's about your daughter and or son, whoever it
right.
is. And then I try to like humble myself, whatever the situation is. Just if I think I'm getting mad or whatever the situation, I just stay quiet and just keep it minimal and with the conversation and just it's always for the better of the child.
Right, absolutely. How would you describe yourself as a dad?
I'll say I'm like 50%, serious, and then the other 50% I'm joking around.
What are some challenges that you might have faced being co-parents and where in your household you're like, okay, this is the rules, and then she goes back home to live with her mom, and then there are rules there. What are some of those challenges that you face, and then what are some practical ways that you went about to handle it?
Some of the challenges is basically just getting waking her up for school. Well,
Hmm.
especially now, the homeschool,
Right.
and just like the process, like the morning process. Getting her to use the bathroom, getting her breakfast. I try to, I'm always in contact with her mom, and we try to maintain like the same schedule, so like that she wouldn't fall out of balance. She's always most of the time she's with her mom, so I don't want to change that up too much unless it's something that I think is wrong. Then I'll be in communication with her mom. But that's like the one thing that we do good. It's that we're always in communication when it has to do with Sophia.
What are some of the rewards of being a dad, especially to a daughter, have you had?
Well, one of the most simplest things I get is just like every time I see her, like she just looks at me, she tells me, "Oh, papi, I love you," and then she hugs me and gives me a
Aw.
kiss. Those are like I cannot compare that to anything. Doesn't matter. She could have like a get a PhD when she's 10 years old. Doesn't compare to like just that emotion that I get whenever she does that. And I'm very thankful for that.
As a father to a daughter and just in general, are there any subjects or ideologies that you specifically or are passionate about being the one teaching her?
Well, I'm always like teaching her, about Jesus, God, and always putting that into her because I know in school they have some limitations when it comes to that. So I'm always like trying to like lead her towards that path, which I know with me especially, like it helped me out even with work and school that knowing there's a God watching over us
Right.
and that He sent His Son to sacrifice Himself for us. That there's hope and we gotta have faith, and that would help us throughout our life. And I'm trying to teach her to go towards that route too.
hmm If someone were to ask Sophia now, like, or maybe even in the future, what her childhood was like growing up, what would you hope she would say?
uh, Hopefully that she had a lot of fun and that that her dad did his best to teach her the best way he can.
What are some of the things that you enjoyed the most so far, 7 years in?
Well, she likes to follow whatever we're doing. So whenever I'm like doing exercise at home, like she's always like trying to do it too. Like I'm doing squats or push-ups, she's always down there with me doing it too. So I'd enjoy that a lot. It's like having a little tail right behind me, just following me everywhere. But I actually enjoy that.
Nice. And have there been any memorable moments that you look back and smile or laugh about?
It's like on a weekly basis. There's always a new moment.
Mhm.
But just like her graduations, whenever she does like her like little school events when she's singing or dancing, those are definitely memorable to me.
Well, what are your thoughts on bullying, whether it's school or social media, especially on younger kids?
That's I feel very strongly on that. It should not be happening. I'm sure we all had our fair share of bullying when we were younger,
hmm
and now it seems like with social media, it's like more constant, and it's easier to just get it out there. And the things that they say, it's pretty ridiculous, but it's definitely a work for the village to take care of. It's not just the parents; it has to
hmm
be the teacher, the principal, parents, grandparents. We all have to be there to support our children, and if we show the support, they will feel that. I believe that they will feel that, and then that's going to impact however they're going to take whatever bullying they're experiencing.
Well, bro, thank you so much for doing this with me. I really
Thank you, man.
appreciate it.
Of course, man. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the interview too.
Thank you. And thank you for watching another episode of Agape Dads. For more information or for previous episodes, you can head over to our website at agapedads.com. You can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to that. But if you're on the go, make sure to download the podcast. Thanks again. Thanks for watching.